Hey, I'm Kev Kev. Welcome back to MotoGP 18 where Mayo got back on track, back on the podium. Last time out, an epic battle with the championship leader. Can he go even better around the TT Circuit Assen? So here goes Mayo then, early in the session for once. Trying to go for his two. Flying laps, let's see how he does then. He's got no benchmark to go for as he goes a bit wide in the first corner. Might be doing that in quite a few corners around here. Especially his first sector. Where are you going? You often want to treat these two corners as one, but that's taking a bit too far by taking the wide arc that wide in the middle of them. Let's get out of that incredibly slow corner. One of the slowest on the calendar. You'll be so careful getting on the power as well. As for Mayo, I don't know what that time he's got to aim for. Maybe a 140 around there. As that's normally a tricky circuit at the best of times, but in these conditions, like most, it's absolutely treacherous. Get that right. It may have been slowed down in recent years with their modifications, but it's still one of the classic circuits on the calendar. Every rider wants to win it. No doubt Mayo wants to as well, to get up in that championship battle again. Drop back slightly. Definitely back on track again after that visit to Spain last time out. As we go towards the final chicane, there's been lots of drama here over the years. We set on this qualifying lap as Pedrosa's a 37.2. As Mayo does a 38.9. Somehow he's got to find almost 2 seconds. This riders could be in the 36s, you never know. So once again, Mayo goes a bit wide. He's able to carry some speed through those corners though. Feed the power in, you've got to be so careful. Really is like treating that throttle lever as an egg. But he's doing better that. Doing much better. 3 tenths down at the halfway mark. That is very good from Mayo. He's getting the hang of things now on this lap. Had his exploratory lap. Now he's pushing it a bit more. He's got the power. He's down to 7th now with that lap. He's got to nail this lap. There's no invalid. What are you doing, Mayo? He's got to back it up for another lap now. So let's see if he can do it then. This is make or break this lap. You know, much better on that previous lap. It's still just a mid 37. He needs a low 37. Let's see if he can do it then. One for the road, maybe. For the qualifying 2 road, hopefully. Go to that first corner. Try and hold on to the power through the kink. And very wide for the first right. Make case of speed through the second. He's gone very wide though. Not a good start for Mayo. Got some of the power decently enough. He's actually up despite going wide though. What are you doing? He can't even see where he's going. Somehow he took lots of curb there. That's how he's 4 tenths down. And now the bike's really in as he overheated the tyres as well. This has not been a good lap for Mayo. First sector okay, second sector horrible. This sector not good either. Let's see if we can actually make it through this next corner. With a right hander. Oh, a bit wide. Still 4 tenths down. He's really got to push it in this final sector then. We go through the chicane. Go on, Powers. Yes, you dare. And no. As Pedrosa goes through along with Petrucci, and Mayo just misses out in 13th on the grid. What a disappointment of the highs of Catalonia to the lows of Assen in the wet. As he headed Tito Barry had a decent qualifying ahead of Baptista, Paul Espargaro, Surin, Nakagami, Scott Redding. At the back, Carabam with Savio Simon, Thomas Luthi, Alicia Spargo getting out qualified by Scott Redding, Malcolm Alday and Bradley Smith. So, Mayo's got some work to do in the race. Let's see if he can get his overtaking boots on and get another podium. So here's Mayo revving up on the 5th row. As can even see these lights when they go out for 9 laps. Have a long race here in Assen. It's Mayo braking very deep, very late. As Petrucci down. Oh, did Mayo cause that and Miller down? Oh, Premac. You've got a situation on your hands. As Mayo, with the aggressive manoeuvre to get into the top 10, might have caused his teammates to fall. He's already not the best to speak in terms of either of them, so this will be interesting. Post-race debrief. As he tries to catch up to Rossi. Tries to outmaneuver Rossi and the gravel. As Dovi takes the lead for Marquez. Mayo almost at the back of his mentor. He's got Iannone behind. As Rossi battles with Crutcher over 6th. Here comes Mayo with a little look. He just about holds off. Oh, the Suzuki who takes a very brave nook there through the fast right. Nakagami having a decent start up to 17th. It's Iannone behind. He's getting a bit impatient. Mayo into the final chicane. Nicely on the power as they go across the start-finish line with Marks ahead of Dovi, Bernardes, Rins, Sarko. Here comes Mayo down the inside of Crutchlow, trying to follow Rossi through. Not quite working. But it's a long race here. Just on the starting the 2nd of 9 laps. This is normally Sachsenring length. Mayo down the inside of Crutchlow. Looking down the inside of Rossi as well. Well, Surin battling with Bradley Smith over 18th. It's Mayo up to 7th. He's halfway, he's done half the job. Just got another 6 places to make up now. Nakagami really pushing for a point. Battling with Alicia Spargo over 16th. There's all Rossi wide. Chops off Mayo though. Where he can dive down the inside, or can he? It's Mayo up to 6th now. There's Rins under pressure from Zarco. Well, the top 3 are just edging the race slightly, are they? So Mayo a bit wide there. As he goes through the double left. Bit wide on the exit. Into the final chicane. There's a little look at Zarco, but he gets beaten off by the Frenchman. Or not. And on to the 3rd lap. This on the inside, not just Zarco, but Rins as well. On the Suzuki beam, so has meant that the Tech 3's got back bio, has it? No, Mayo up to 5th as well. What are you doing, Rins? Been very wide line there. Kind of in no man's land. So here goes Mayo then. Up into the top 5 as here comes Petrucci as well. Up to 20th. Ahead of his road countryman Morbidelli. But Mayo trying to chase down this top 4. Trying to chase the bike as well through that corner. So Xavier Simon down the Belgium. Not having a good season in MotoGP. After not having a good few seasons in Moto2. Well, Tita about back moves fellow countryman Paul Spargo over 13th. It's a Vinci of EKTM. KTM's just about winning. Well, Petrucci's caught up to the Ferrari Nakagami this race, over 18th. As here goes Mayo down the inside of Rins. Oh, he likes that double left. How about into the fine chicane? Just about makes it stick. Up into 4th. Just 3 places to go as Marcus leads Dobby. Varda's sitting pretty nicely in 3rd. But there's a Mario coming. There's a Rins coming as well. Wants to get feisty again with Mario. We've seen that these two battle hard previously this season. And this occasion, just like the Pramac, it's just out on top as Pramac often does well in the wet. We've seen Petrucci do that in the past. Very good. Well, at least Petrucci be very good in the past. So we said the Pramac riders have been very good in the past. Seen Jack Miller win in the wet round there as well in Assen. Back in his Mark VDS days. Actually, was it wet? Actually, I'm pretty sure it was wet, as Scott Redding's got the final point, but Petrucci all over him. Showing perhaps what could have been. After that first corner, getting into points already, just under halfway through this race. So trying to catch back up to the top 3. So a bit wide through the double left. And a bit too aggressive into the final chicane. As he's 7/10 back, got Rins right on his tail. You can see the bike sliding everywhere, getting on the power. Now you're seeing that with quite a few riders as well. Very treacherous conditions, very difficult to see. There you go, difficult with your inputs as well, you have to be so gentle. And it looks like Marcus is getting away in the lead. Mario matching Vinales in the first sector. Definitely got over his first sector worries from qualifying. As now it's Mario time as well, middle part of the race. Exactly at the halfway mark. Not quite where he wants to be, but he's almost there. So a bit wide for the left. And through the right, you have to be so gentle with the power. It's like he's got an egg under the throttle lever. Just got to feed it in so gently. Not lever, that's the brake lever, isn't it? It brakes a bit earlier into the final chicane this occasion. No, a bit too early. As it is, Marcus leading. Almost matching the pace of the riders in front. Needs to get into the 36s. That's a pretty damn good braking for the first corner. Bit braver. You can see he's right with Vinales in this first sector. Maybe he's being held up by Dovi. So there's a little look down the inside of Vinales. Jack Miller struggling to get through the order, just up to 23rd now ahead of Thomas Luthi. And they are pulling away from Rins behind. Rins maybe fading again in the second half of the race. And that's Suzuki. Such fast starters, those Suzukis, but never seem to sustain that pace. As now we've got a three-way battle for second, it looks like. Oh, he's definitely with them. It's all been a bit cautious into the left-hander. It's now Petrucci all over a bat for 13th. Now Mayo just around half a second back. Even better than that, just 4/10 back. Let's go into the final chicane. Gets a perfect exit down the inside of Vinales, and there is a 36 just when he needs it. Oh, he's diving down the inside of Dovizioso. That was very ambitious. Well, he senses victory here. He let it go in Catalonia. Last time out battling with Dovi. And now they're battling again over second. The second race in a row. Dovi won last time out, but this is McDonald's revenge in the wet. In Assen as he's got the slipstream. Looks around the outside. Comes the inside. No, he's gone wide. But he's got the inside again through the right. And this time he's got it. Dovi's backed off. So going to the left. Now how long can he hold off the Italian? So he gets very sideways through the double right. So it seems like he's actually holding on now ahead of Dovizioso. As he's going to try and close up this second gap to Marcus. It's so similar to the last race. It's all rings down from the top 5. Sarko inherits that spot. Crotcher up to 7th. Mayo up to second, a second behind Marcus. 2 laps to go. Once again, brakes very deep in the first corner. But I did not like it on the curb though. We go through the double right. And into the very tight left-hander. There's old K.O. Abraham down. Down to last now for him behind Simon and Luti. Smo's gained a 10th. The gap is closing. Another 10th, was that? No, not quite, but the gap definitely looks like it's been closed in those couple of corners. Definitely a bit more of the Honda engine than Ducati behind now. Go through this double right, this is where Mayo loses out a bit. Doesn't quite have that grip maybe on this Pramac compared to his opponents. No, very wide for the right. That's crucial for the next double left coming up. Kurt Momenti's lost a couple of tenths there. As he gone to the final lap, dips back into the 37s, but he has gained a couple of tenths on Marquez. Now it's all or nothing on this final lap. He's taking points out of the championship leader. Also points out of Marquez would be handy, would be helpful. And a victory as well. Just the second of the season, wouldn't it be? Amazing, I had 1 victory so far this year. So he's come second to Marcus. It would be the 3rd time this season if he fails to overtake the Honda. It's just 4 tenths behind. He's a second ahead of Dovi. Oh, that's poor. That's very poor. What were you doing there, Mayo? Has that cost him the race? as he's half a second back now, but he should be closer. Now it would be important, this right-hander. For some power early. No, he's too far back, isn't he? Or is he? The final chicane. No, he doesn't get the exit. It's second again. Great ride from where he qualified. He lost that in qualifying, because no doubt he had the race pace. As Marcus wins by 3/10 ahead of the fastest lap getter, McDonald. They really were a class of their own. 1.4 seconds ahead of Dovizioso, rounds out the podium just ahead of Vinales and Zarco. Superb fifth on this tech free, sandwiched by the factory Yamahas with Rossi in sixth, and Ian only in seventh. Crutcho wins. Should have been a top 5. And Petrucci gets a top 10, despite that first corner mishap ahead of Pedrosa. Lorenzo, horrendous race in the wet. And Bautista, Espargaro and Tito Rabat rounds out the points, gets just ahead of Scott Redding by 3.3 seconds, very close. As the Apria's just missed out on points once again. Jack Miller only recovered to 90, Brady Smith rounds out the top 20, and Carrie Obama in 25th. So in the championship, Mayo's back up to second as Vinales drops down the order. Marcus with his victory up to third, 3 points ahead of his first man, 4 points behind the San Marino rider who gains a couple points on Dovizioso, 18 points back. Then Rossi rounds out the top 5 ahead of Zarco. Petrucci wins, Crutcho up to 9th ahead of Lorenzo, and Pedrosa up to 12th ahead of Jack Miller. Has 17 riders scored points so far this season. On the constructors standard, Ducati 32 points ahead of Yamaha, with Honda closing in third, just 40 points back. Then it is Suzuki, KTM and Aprilia. And the team's championship, of course, Pramaco leading 28 points ahead of Yamaha, with Ducati down to third by a single point. Then Honda and Suzuki round out the top 5, Avinti rounds out the top 10, and Aprilia the last of the point scorers. As for Mayo, he didn't achieve it in qualifying, but a superb race once again in the wet. Has lean angle almost up to level 100 and level 97 for running position and for management, level 98 for brakes management, and lots of development may be coming for the next race. As in the Moto2 race, it was Alex Marquez ahead of Bagnaia and Verga. Once again, party in the Marquez household as Jorge Martin beat Bezzecchi and Bastianini in Moto3 and Red Bull World Cup. Of course, it's the same podium. So, bike development, what do we choose? Engine, brakes, suspension, frame, or aerodynamics as we head to the Tristy Titan unusual Saxon Ring circuit. So, I think last time was suspension, wasn't it? Brakes seem to be decent. Especially in the wet, I was surprised how good the brakes were as you saw into that first corner those last couple of laps. So is it the frame maybe, aerodynamics? Try to make the bike a bit better going through the corners. Well, that's where the improvement is. Should we go with lean angle? Increase the rate of descent of the bike when cornering. That should be very important round the bendy Saxon Ring. As can Mayo grab his second victory in MotoGP. It's definitely trending that way, looking at his recent results. So find out if he can achieve it next time. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.